Hello, I'm Seth Lanson. This is my mini biography. So, question number one asks how I would define politics, and I would define politics as a government or government activities that include negotiating and making law to make a place better, whether make it easier for everybody to compete at the same level, or make a place safer to live, just things like that. Question number two, when did I first become interested in politics? Well, I was born on 9/11, so I was or 9/11 2000. So my whole birthday has always been surrounded about, um, you know, the 9/11 attacks and then political stuff. So I was kind of just born into politics. And then on top of that, I'm the baby of um, four four boys in my family. I'm the youngest of that. So um, that made me a debater, and so I like to debate things, and no better place to debate things than politics. So, um, what political events do I follow? I like to follow elections. It doesn't have to be like the election of the president. It could be county stuff or city level stuff. I just think it's fascinating to see who's voting for who and where and why. And I like to mess around with maps, kind of see where everybody's at and what is in that area that might make people vote for a certain candidate. Question number four asks, how do I follow up on them? Well, just like I was just saying, maps is a big thing. I like to use 538, or that's at least for the general election for the presidency, and mess around and see if states vote in certain ways, who may be elected. And then I like to use Google. Usually has a pretty good map after an election to show how people in each county voted, and shows up blue or a red or different lightness and darkness of those colors. So I find those entertaining to look at and fascinating. Currently for news, I kind of just watch whatever is on, and then on TV, and then whatever comes around on my news feed on like Facebook or something, and then from there, since I normally don't trust any of it, whether it be coming from Fox, CNN, or Yahoo, or whoever posted a link on Facebook, usually go and fact check it and try to see what's true, what's a half truth, and then what might be misleading in it. There's all sides do it, so you gotta fact check it. And then question 6 asks, what current or recent event stories are you interested in? So other than the 2020 election, COVID-19 is something that I'm fascinated in, especially in vaccinations and seeing where we are on that. So that's something that I probably Google every day and see how far are we on corona vaccine. So I think that's probably, other than the election, that's probably the number one thing that I am paying attention to right now. Number 7, what are my study skills? Pretty good. I'm pretty organized. Usually have, let's see if I have a note card here. Make a note card for all the classes I have, and write down what I need to do for each week, for each class. And then usually at the end of the week, I take whatever is left from each of those classes and then just put it all on one note card. So today I have 6 assignments left for the week, because I was not as organized this week. It was my birthday week, so didn't get a lot done. So organization's one thing I'm good at. Time management up until this week is something I've been pretty good at least in my college career. And then communication. I like to communicate with classmates and teachers when I'm confused on an assignment. So those are my current study skills. Number 8 asks to evaluate my high school experience. In high school, I wasn't as focused. Like when I was in the school building, I was pretty focused. And then when I left, I didn't really think about school. I didn't do homework. I didn't do very much outside reading. So I was always a good student in class, then outside of classes where I lacked. Uh, in college, what I have done differently is I've been more organized and taken it more seriously. 'Cause I really do love learning, and I have dreams of where I want to be, and so I can't get there unless I get my education taken care of. So that's a good segue into question number 9, which asks what some short-term, long-term goals are. Short-term goals are I'd like to finish with straight A's this semester and next semester. Got some work to do, but I think should be pretty manageable goal. And then another short-term goal: transfer to Boise State or another 4-year college and get my degree in secondary education, social studies, and then go teach somewhere. Long-term, 20, 30 years, where I'd like to be is, at a school that I've been at a while. I'd like to be at a school for a long time, and then be teaching U.S. history, maybe U.S. government, and then be coaching football, wrestling, and then just being active in the school. And then would also like to, by that time, be married, settle down, and have some children of my own. So, and the 10th final question: what skills or knowledge do I hope to acquire? This semester, my goal is, at least from our political science classes, I want to learn more about how to stay in the room with controversy and conflict. So when I don't agree with somebody politically, just learning how to sit in there and listen and have a conversation, and instead of trying to be right, trying to understand each other's side and just trying to learn from each other. And I think that's where we lack as a country right now, is we're not listening to each other. We're just think we're all right and the other side's all wrong. So